welcome back. Today I'm gonna cook something called garbanzo beans, which are my absolute favorite, or as we call them in Urdu, chanas. They're really versatile. They can be cooked like 100 different ways, and they have a lot of health benefits. They have fiber, protein, higher protein than other items, and can be a staple in your diet for different reasons. So today I'm gonna make the wet kind of chanas, which is with a little bit of gravy, and the ingredients are obviously garbanzo beans, which I will open and rinse out under cold running water, crushed garlic, ginger paste, tomato paste, fried onions, which is a short cut or a hack that I found. Instead of cutting fresh onions and sauteing them, saves a little bit of time. The spices are salt, cumin, red chili powder, ground coriander, ground turmeric, and the amounts are right here. 1 teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of red chili powder, 1 full teaspoon of ground coriander, 1/4 of a teaspoon of cumin, and a teaspoon of ground turmeric. I have made it almost a full teaspoon. You can definitely decrease this or eliminate this, but it gives a really wonderful flavor and a lot of health benefits as an anti-inflammatory. It's good for your joints, it's good for your heart. It's really a healthy spice to use in your dishes. So now we're going to start the process. So one tip for success that I found was to use the right pan for each dish, and that's over time I figured out which dish goes best in what pan. Some need an open big area for sauteing, others are going to be wet, so they need it a little bit higher. So for this one, since it's only 1 can of garbanzo beans, I use the canned version. You can definitely use the dried version, which is a much longer recipe. So I have 1 pan. I'm going to add about that much of olive oil, so 1 tablespoon or 1.5 possibly. Right now my fire is off, and this is a tip that I learned. Since the spices burn really quickly, I add the spices before I heat up the oil. So I'm heating up the oil slowly, lighting the fire to medium high, and I'm adding the spices right off. These gonna saute for maybe 30 seconds. More than that and they're gonna start burning and not be good anymore. So in about 30 seconds you can see there's little bubbles forming, and the smell of these spices is telling me that they are almost completely roasted, which is what you want when you add them to the hot oil. So now we go for our wet ingredients. A generous teaspoon of garlic, 1/4 teaspoon of ginger paste. Saute that around. And then you add another shortcut, which is tomato paste. Now traditionally it would be fresh tomatoes and fresh onions, and that is great too, but this I found is a quick lifesaver for dinner. Into this lovely mixture of spices and oil, tomato, I'm adding my garbanzo beans. This way they'll pick up all of the flavor. Next we will add a handful of fried onions. These fried onions are a substitute for the fresh chopped onions that you would have used in the base initially. Once that's added, you just add about a cup of water. Between 1 to 2 cups, enough so that your garbanzo beans are soaked well. Now we put the lid on and let them simmer in there for about 15 minutes, and that should be it. All right, here we go. It's been about 12 minutes, and we can see that they're totally ready with a little bit of gravy. If you wanted to make it even less gravy, you could do that, but I like just about this much. And ta-da, they're done. You just plate it a little bit with some pita on the side and a little bit of garnish on top, and there you go. That's garbanzo beans with a little bit of gravy with pita on the side, which you can change for rice as well. Enjoy!